A cop shooting a bad guy.
Who's the bad guy?
The cop's the good guy.
We're gonna be under arrest now.
Camera's on.
Walk behind the camera, dog. Camera, walk behind.
Camera.
Right there. Don't walk in front of the camera. Walk around this way. Shh. That's cool.
It's so dirty. Look at how dirty this thing is. Look at, this is not even clean yet. Look at how white it's coming. Hey guys, welcome to another furniture flip. I'm Maggie and this is Vintage Twist Co. Today's video features the world's heaviest dresser. I forgot to get a before picture, but here is the photo I saw on Marketplace. I paid $50 Canadian. This dresser is solid wood and the finish is nasty. I'm starting with the drawers. They have 2 layers of veneer, white paint, and then some sort of finish that I haven't come across before. It's like a thick wax that has yellowed really bad. It's not cigarette smoke, it's just years of dust and dirt and never being cleaned. I don't want to know, so I'm cleaning it thoroughly before sanding. My son came to help for a bit. He likes helping from time to time. That water you can hear is my pond. You can just see it in the top right-hand corner of the screen. I sanded off the first layer of finish to see what I was dealing with. The veneer was not in the best shape, so I wanted to take it off. I tried with the iron, but unfortunately that didn't work. It still was stuck on pretty good. Before you start sanding, make sure that your sander is plugged in and you have a sanding pad on it. Just a pro tip for you. I tried sanding some more, but soon realized that that would just take forever and use a ton of sandpaper. So I had the bright idea. I remembered that I have an electric planer, so I got that out and decided to plane the veneer off. This was when I realized that there was 2 layers of veneer on the front of these drawers, and underneath was some beautiful wood. There was a bit of damage on a couple of the corners of the dresser that I would have to repair. But this is a vast improvement. The wood is most likely maple. Now I'm just sanding down the drawer fronts to get them nice and smooth. If you want to support my channel, hitting the like button goes a long way to do that. Also, it has come to my attention that 91.6% of viewers are not subscribed to my channel, so subscribing would help support me and my channel even further. If anyone has come across a finish on a piece of furniture like this before and they know like what it is, please leave a comment down below and let me know, because this was like really bad. I don't know, like there's dirt on top, but I don't know what the finish is. My best guess would be that it's some kind of thick wax that's dried up. I don't know. It was super thick finish, and it was a little bit sticky when it got wet, and I had a hard time getting it off. After scraping for about 15 minutes, I got out my sander again and sanded a bunch to get more of the finish off. At this point, I think I knew that it was going to take way too long, and I needed to get out my stripper. However, I continued to procrastinate and work on the finish with sanding. I don't like using stripper just because it's super messy and you have to sit and wait and do nothing, and I don't have patience. Did I mention how heavy this dresser is yet? Just without the drawers in it, if I had to guess, I would say it was about 50 to 60 pounds without the drawers. With the drawers, I'm gonna guess it's at least 100 pounds. It's the heaviest dresser I have ever met in my entire life. After scraping and a good wipe down with a damp rag, I spread out more stripper, covered it in plastic wrap, then covered it with a tarp since I knew I couldn't get to it again for a few days. I brought the drawers inside to work on them. I mixed up some of this wood epoxy. It's not the kind that I normally use. This is a little bit different. The one I normally use is more like a moldable putty, and this one's more like a paste. This was a little tricky doing one-handed and trying to hold the camera with the other hand, but I was just trying to build up the corner again. I did have to do 1 or 2 more attempts to get the corner nice and square. I have been wanting to try masking tape design on the front of a dresser, and these drawers lined up so nicely. It would be the perfect dresser for this kind of design. I spent approximately 4 hours taping off this design. After staining and doing a paint wash in some sections, I had high hopes that this would turn out okay. But not everything can turn out how you hoped, and this one sure didn't. When I peeled back the tape, all of my paint wash sections had bled through underneath, and it looked awful. All of the stained areas looked great, and I just felt like I had spent so much time working on this. I was kind of done. So I sanded it all off. I ended up doing a paint wash with the custom color that I made on the front of the drawers. I really liked the way that it looked when I did it in the pattern section earlier. So I'm just gonna brush on the paint wash and then use a rag, or in this case paper towel, to just wipe off the excess paint. And this way the wood grain underneath shows through, and it looks really nice. I like doing paint washes. After the paint wash, you could still see remnants of the pattern that I did on the front of the drawers. So I came up with a solution to hide that. I didn't have very much paint left, but I ended up using what I had left for the stencil. I used a damask stencil. I believe this one is from Redesign with Prima. I just randomly placed the stencil on the front of the drawers in different directions and different spots. I did 2 coats of primer before I did the paint. I used a custom color, fusion mineral paint, and I mixed together ash and oakum. You can see this like ripply thing happening here. It's like all the way up in this one area. So that means I need to prime more. Something funky happened here too. Now this side seems okay. I don't know. Once that first coat of paint dried, that spot seemed to be okay, so I just gave it a light sanding and continued spraying. I scrubbed the hardware with a scouring pad and some Barkeeper's Friend, and then I spray painted them with a dark steel or something is the spray paint I used, and then I gently or lightly went over it with a copper spray paint just to give it a little bit of some depth on the handles. You'll see in the final photos, because for some reason I didn't film the spray painting part. So this is my drawer slide. 2 pieces of this trim stuff, and I'm going to glue them together and it will fit perfectly in there, and it will match all of the other ones. All of my supplies that I do with now have 3 things plugged into my extension cord in my shed. You do what you gotta do. Okay, now stickers. Don't think the glue will stick to a sticker. Sure, it'll be fine. Okay. This goes in here. This goes here. Oh, I need the tape. Oh. I didn't put it in a drawer. It's over here. Okay. Now I can continue because I'm going to go like this. Make sure that it's straight where it's going to go. Right, I gotta glue it. Hello. Glue, please. Just putting some glue down. Now I can tape it. Tape it in place. I got glue all over me. Maybe I don't need the clamps actually, because I'm gonna put a brad nail in. Those are too big though. I need these little ones. Okay. And that is how you make a new drawer slide. Ta-da! These little metal feet that every vintage piece of furniture I have ever worked on, pretty much, I think, have these metal feet. Some of them are really tricky to get off. I don't have my other tool. I don't have all my stuff in my shed because winter is coming and I won't be working out here during the winter because it's just a shed and it's not insulated and there's no power except I just have this extension cord all the way from my house. I would love to have a garage where I could just have all of my stuff and the furniture, fit everything in one place, and then I don't have to run back and forth, and it'll be warm. Dreams. I'm just dreaming. Difficult. Try this one. Haha! An old, gross, rusty metal foot that will scratch the heck out of your floors. So we get rid of those. Let's try this one again. Okay, the other two came off a lot easier, so now I'm just gonna give it a light sand. Just to clean it up a bit. I have these felt feet that I order from Amazon, and I put them on pretty much all of my furniture as long as they're the right size, which they usually are. So I just put them in the existing hole and screw them in. Bottom is done. Yay. Here is the before and here's the after. Thanks for watching.